What is up, guys? Gamer Dude back once again to bring you some interesting news about GTA Online. So before we begin, I would like to give you all a quick shout out. I'm only going to keep this video short just to keep the channel up and going because I am at work tomorrow. I am up early, so I just figured I'd come on and give up what I know. So, quick shout out, 618 subscribers. Thank you so much, guys. Do appreciate the support, appreciate the likes and comments. While we're at it, if you could drop me a quick like on this video if you're tuning into it, it would be so appreciated. Thank you so much. Now then, straight to business. The Nightlife DLC. Highly anticipated, we've all been waiting for it. We all know it's coming. Rockstar have said it is coming sometime in July. Now the problem with that is Rockstar have decided for the third week running now to stick the same stuff on double. So that's the Smuggler's Run DLC. If you don't know what that is, it is the hangars that I've just been in. They are on double sales at the moment. The biker businesses are also on double. You get double the money for your sales. But I really don't think Rockstar have thought this through, because people now are just going to start getting fed up of grinding the same stuff over and over and over again, and it's just not practical for the GTA community. I mean, me personally, I will grind anything that gets me money, even if it is a pain in the ass and I get bored of it. Just because I know that this next DLC is going to be the most expensive one that they have ever released. Probably, yeah, it will probably be more expensive than the Smuggler's Run DLC with all those planes and helicopters and whatnot. But back to my point, the fact that they've put the same stuff on double again, it says to me that they're being lazy, that they're just dragging it out as long as possible to get this DLC to us. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining, because as well as this, they are giving us 100,000 per week until the DLC drops. It's that guest list thing, whatever that is. But putting the hangars and bikers on double for the last 3 weeks in a row, I mean, come on, just change it up a bit. Put the bunkers on double, put the missions on double. Hell, I'd even take a few adversary modes right now. I mean, I don't have a problem with it, because a hangar on a full sale you can get about 1.7, 1.8 million. That does depend on your general sale, however, like what Ron takes away, what you might lose yourself, or what bonus you've got, or what specific type you've gone for. It's the same with the biker businesses, really. Depending on what business you've gone for, whether it be cocaine, weed, counterfeit cash, does depend on the general payout. However, with them still being on double, I can imagine you'll get over 200k, which is still good. Still gets you a stab of the way there. But I do believe personally that Rockstar are trying to encourage people to buy shark cards for this new update. Given the fact that, as I've said, it's the same stuff on double for the last 3 weeks, I get the feeling that they're trying to make people stop playing, because they know that people don't really like doing the hangar runs or the biker runs, because you just get obliterated by assholes, really, and that is putting it nicely. You know, with the hangar runs you get assholes stealing your supplies, and again, that's putting it nicely. Biker runs you get assholes that come up and in stealth mode or on a jet bike and destroy your supplies, and it's just not practical. No one likes doing it. People like to earn money in this game freely. So with the missions, for example, if you do 20 missions in a day, you can earn more through that than you could through selling your bunker, your biker businesses, and the Smuggler's Run hangar. And that's just by sitting through it for one night. Whereas if you're doing things like this, you're waiting for the money to build up, then you're having to resupply, then you're having to wait for the money to build up, then you're having to resupply, rinse and repeat, that sort of thing. You're going to be waiting a lot longer than you would if you just grind in a couple of missions, whether it be on your own or with your friends. And honestly, it is a lot more fun grinding missions with your friends than it is grinding resupply runs with your friends. I mean, I've just received a personal message off one of my friends on GTA. He says, same shit as the last 3 weeks, he's not going to bother playing it now until the DLC drops. So it's just, Rockstar, they really need to pull the fingers out their asses, because they are losing people left, right and centre. I mean, people are now probably just coming into servers to kill people because they're bored, because they've got absolutely nothing to do. As for the last 3 weeks now, they've been grinding the same stuff over and over again, and they're all bored, they're all fed up, so they're just coming in and killing everyone. I mean, you can see at the bottom of the screen, everyone in this server is killing everybody. I mean, when I'm doing things like this, I don't like to kill people. I like to get it done, I like to earn my money, and just be on my way. But when you're in a server like this with people who are clearly frustrated with Rockstar, or just a server in general like this, you've no chance. Back to the point anyway, or back to you guys actually, if you could let me know in the comments what you guys think, that would be so appreciated. Where do you think Rockstar is going from here? Why do you think they haven't dropped the DLC? Why do you think it's been the same stuff on double for the last 3 weeks? And why do you think Rockstar are delaying this DLC as long as they possibly can? Because if they do this, and this is just a theory, don't quote me on it, it's just one of my theories, I'm not one of those YouTubers that says, oh, it's going to happen, this is happening, always pay attention to me, blah blah blah. No, I'm not one of those guys. Again, it's just a theory. My theory is that because Rockstar said the DLC is dropping sometime in July, that they're going to drop it at the end of July, just to really peel us all off and make sure that the DLC is as ready as possible. Now, they've been somewhat quiet with this DLC as to the other DLCs. We've had one trailer for it, whereas with the other ones we get 2 or 3, a load of screenshots, and by now modders would have modded in all of the vehicles and whatnot. But this time it's been kept under wraps. I mean, we know a couple of things. We know we're getting the Jaguar. If you're an Austin Powers fan, you know that's the Austin Powers Jaguar. Looking forward to that vehicle, I must say. Since I'm driving past the casino, I'll bring that up as well. As to whether or not they add that as one of the available nightclubs, as like an underground nightclub sort of thing, I don't know. I did get from an unreliable source, so don't quote me on this again, that they may possibly do that, that they will open access to it. Because Rockstar have got a lot of underutilized things in this game. They've got interiors programmed for buildings that were never used, like the Bahama Mamas nightclub for example, and we do know for a fact that that is not going to be one of the nightclubs available for purchase in this DLC, which I think is a bit of a waste, really. Yeah, I think it's a bit of a waste because, like, why program it if they're not going to use it? I mean, I have been to a friend's house who has modded the game. He's modded it to the point where his PS3 near enough exploded. We went inside the Bahama Mamas nightclub, and it is a fantastic interior. It's very well designed compared to the other buildings in the game, and there's even some music playing in the background. There's actually living quarters in there as well, which suggests that they were going to add it to online and never did. So it's just really disappointing that they haven't utilised everything in the game. As to what else is coming, we do know that there is kind of like a new MOC truck coming, but it's not exactly what you think. It's not for weaponized vehicles and whatnot. It's basically just, it looks like, I think it's going to look like anyway, a mobile nightclub. So like it's going to have billboards all over it, and maybe you can drive a car in the back of it and put hydraulics on it or whatnot, because again, something else we do know, there are some new Benny's vehicles in the coding, so maybe this new truck thing will allow you to put some Benny's upgrades on your car without actually having to go to Benny's, which would be beneficial, because as you know, driving into Benny's or LS Customs is just, well, it's death waiting to happen in servers like this, because people will they'll just wait for you outside and blow you up. Ah, that's my friend Mr. Breedy above my head. He appears to be trying to protect me. Don't you dare fire a rocket at me. If he does, I will hunt him down and kill him 1,000 times over. Anyway, back to my point. I really do feel like Rockstar are being absolutely lazy and not changing things around. Whether it's an error on their part, I do not know, but I really do think they're being lazy about it, because there's so much more they could do. They could stick adversary modes on, they could stick the missions on, they could stick anything they want on double, and they've kept the same stuff on for the last 3 weeks. And frankly, a lot of people are leaving the game. As I said earlier in the video, a friend of mine sent a message and he's no longer going to play the game until the DLC drops. So I do believe that Rockstar are trying to make people stop playing until the DLC drops, so people will start whinging and moaning and bitching that they don't have the money, and they will buy shark cards, which makes Rockstar smile. I can just see the big smug grin on their faces right now. Well, that being said, I think I've covered everything I need to cover in this video. Once again, guys, do let me know in the comments what you guys think. I would love to hear your feedback and thoughts on the matter. Where do you think this DLC is? What do you think Rockstar are doing with themselves, putting the same stuff on double continuously for the last 3 weeks? And why you think they've done it? So before we go, I'll give you all a quick shout out. Once again, 618 subscribers. Just thank you so much, guys. I really couldn't appreciate it more. Thank you so much, guys. So that being said, this has been Gamer Dude. Happy gaming, and I'll catch you all real soon.